Hi everyone, I'm Scott from Sharky's Greenhouses, and we're back here live from our greenhouse series, and we're just joining you again today. So if you're watching, say hi, let us know that you're watching, comment where you're watching from, and let us know what you like. And we're going to be talking today about hanging basket sizes, and it's a very important topic because so many people get this wrong. And so we're going to go through the different sizes of hanging baskets that we have and just show you the pros and cons of each and take a look at those sizes. And then also I'm going to be highlighting what we're planting, and most of these are petunias that we have right now. And it's just kind of a general, we'll show you how many plants that we put into each of these four sizes of the hanging baskets. And I did link in this live, if you look at the description, or there's also a link that will take you to our YouTube channel, and we'll cover this topic more in depth on that video, and that's all about hanging basket sizes and why they're important. So be sure to click on that link and go to our YouTube channel, and also hit subscribe. So first we're going to talk about, we're going to start off at the smallest and then kind of work our way up. And I want to talk a little bit about our 8-inch hanging baskets. And, you know, these are great. They are a economical, so a very cheap hanging basket, and not that they're cheap, quality wise, but they're just inexpensive. But, you know, we have to warn people, this is a small hanging basket. And if you're going to be working all day long, you're going to be away for 8 or 10 hours, skip this, because it's not for you. And it's really something to consider, because, you know, when we get into the heat of the summer, this 8-inch hanging basket, it's going to go through that moisture fast. So this is going to take a lot of work. So the irony is that the smaller the hanging basket, the more work. So think about that before you're purchasing hanging baskets for the year. This is a lot more work than a big hanging basket, because you're going to be watering this much more often. So if you're watering this and, you know, once every 2-3 days, that's probably not going to cut it. I'll tell you, that's not going to cut it. And this will be a dead hanging basket, boom, like that. So if you're working, if you're gone, if nobody's home, this is not the hanging basket for you. The 8-inch hanging basket, they take a lot of work. If you're retired, you're sitting at home, and you know, that this hanging basket can get cared for. You know, hey, you know, I watered it in the morning, but boy, it's a hot day, it was windy, low humidity or whatever. You know, this hanging basket will probably require care by noon. So again, that's why if you're away for the day and you're working at a job, don't get the 8-inch hanging baskets just because they're cheaper. They're going to be dead. So, and you'll be unhappy. So, you know, skip that. So 8-inch hanging baskets, they're great for the people that can take care of them and can put into that, you know, the extra watering. And we only put in one plant. So these are petunias. We only put one plant in because it's just going to outgrow if I try to fill this up. Those plants are going to just draw that moisture, and it's going to compound that. So, these 8-inch hanging baskets, typically we're only putting one plant in there, whether it's a geranium or portulaca or petunias or something of that sort. And, you know, honestly, I skip calibrachoas altogether, you know, the million bells, because when they drink, and or petcoas, another one that really drinks. I don't put those in 8-inch hanging baskets because it's just asking for trouble. So next we're going to jump up to a 10-inch basket. And the 10-inch baskets are getting to that, you know, they're just that medium size. But they can go for quite a while, you know, as far as moisture and care. This 10-inch hanging basket is almost double the size volume of an 8-inch basket. It doesn't really look like that, but the volume is actually twice as much as a 8-inch basket. So we're getting there. That's really helping us out. And again, it goes down to that care, that each time that we step up in size on the hanging baskets, that soil volume, that equals moisture content and longevity. So I like a big hanging basket because it's just easier. So a 10-inch basket, it's a medium hanging basket. And you know, honestly, we see, and our customers comment all the time, they're like, your medium, your 10-inch hanging baskets are as big as, you know, the next person's 12-inch hanging basket or above. You know, they really grow. And that's, you know, that's a credit to, we're using good quality soil that can handle that moisture. And also with the Beat Your Neighbor fertilizer, when you use good soil, that fertilizer, the nutrients can go into the soil and get to the plant to where it needs, and the plant can draw it. So on a 10-inch hanging basket, we put in 3 petunias. So on this hanging basket, they're petunias, and we put in 3 plants per 10-inch hanging basket. And, you know, again, that kind of goes back. I probably wouldn't put that many geraniums in here, but with the petunias, these aren't the real vigorous type. These aren't that Vista Super Petunia series. You know, they're more of that medium vigor. I just wouldn't go too aggressively. If I were putting in a Super Petunia, I would put in 1, because yeah, 1 Super Petunia will probably equal the size and vigor of maybe 3 of the more medium-sized petunias. So again, so about 3 petunias. If you're using a Super Petunia, I would only go 1 in a 10-inch hanging basket. Moving up, this is our most popular by far. Just in volume wise, we mainly sell 12-inch hanging baskets, and that's really the point where you can kind of breathe easy and know that, hey, I'm going to work at 8 a.m. I can water this in the morning. It's fine until I get home at night, just to check and make sure. But the 12-inch has, again, almost twice the volume as the 10-inch hanging basket. So it comes down to soil volume. This is really at the point where you can really have a nice big hanging basket, and our 12-inch hanging baskets get huge. So these are just baby petunias right now, and actually these are the Petcoas. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, Petcoas are a hybrid between a petunia and a Calibrachoa. So like those million bells. And this is a really cool series. These are called Petcoas. They were developed several years ago, and we've been growing them very successfully for probably 5 years or so. And a lot of people like them. And but the Petcoas, I like to warn people, they drink. So just be warned, they do drink a lot of water. That's why I'll only put a Petcoa in at least a 12-inch hanging basket, because they drink like crazy. So Petcoas, petunias, geraniums. We're putting in 5 plants per 12-inch hanging basket. And that really gives us a nice solid hanging basket. You're not going to see this. The plastic, the container, you're not going to see that at all, because this plant is going to just get massive and completely cover this up. So I really like 12-inch hanging baskets. They are, by volume, they are our most popular. We sell thousands and thousands of the 12-inch hanging baskets. But again, 5 plants per 12-inch hanging basket. And then we jump up to our big Super Mondo 14-inch hanging basket. This is almost 5 gallons of soil. We love them. Again, very popular for us, because this is, if this was a dog, this would be the Saint Bernard. This is the 250-pound beast, and these are the ones that we put on our buildings. And these are the with the most aggressive petunias that we can, and that's the Vista series made by Proven Winners. These get huge, and our hanging baskets in the 14-inch, if you've seen them, you know what I'm talking about. Hanging on our building, they're about 5-6 feet in diameter. They get absolutely stunning, and they're a showstopper. So you need a lot of volume when you have plants that are getting that big. And so this is the 14-inch. We really like that. It's good and heavy. So you get into a heavy wind, and they pretty much stay where they're supposed to be, because there's, like I said, almost 5 gallons of soil. And once that soil gets some moisture content in it and some weight, they'll stay put. So this is the 14-inch hanging basket, and we usually put right around 9 plugs into a 14-inch hanging basket. And that really fills us out very, very nicely. So again, these are the 14-inch hanging baskets, and they're my favorite, because I know that the 14-inch, I can water them and go away for a day, and they're fine. I don't have to worry about this going through that moisture so quickly. The bigger the container, the easier it is on you. So that's something to really, really think about when you're out this spring looking for hanging baskets. Again, don't just go for the small hanging basket because it's inexpensive. It's probably going to be way too much work. So consider that. Be sure to check out our whole video. We go into a little bit more detail on this topic. And tomorrow is Friday. So of course it's Fertilizer Friday. And we'll be talking, of course, about our Beat Your Neighbor fertilizer. So if you haven't, go over to our beatyourneighbor.com website. Check that out. Check out the blog articles. Of course, the fertilizer is there, but there's a lot of products there. If you haven't been there in a while, there's almost 100 new products that we've been carrying, stuff that we have tried and we like, from seed starting to seeds to hose end sprayers to watering wands, watering equipment to sensors, and I just put on a weather station that's really cool. It's really impressive. It's a really high quality weather station, and we're going to be showcasing that later on in a video very, very soon. So be sure to go over to our beatyourneighbor.com website and check that out. So we'll see you tomorrow. And again, be sure to say hi. Let us know where you're watching from. Let us know if you have any questions, and go ahead and post them down in the comments below. See you. Have a great day. Thanks.